by Dane JONAH Guitars. As you guys know, and gals know, I do a lot of repair, guitar setup repair, acoustic guitar, crack repair, binding, neck resets, refrets, electric and acoustic, all kinds of repairs, whatever basically people need fixed. I also have come across some warped necks, and I have a bass still in my possession that I need to put a heat beam on the neck. And so basically I am making a heat beam primarily because I don't want to buy one. The ones I've seen, well, I haven't seen any, but what I've heard is that they are expensive. Now this is a 36-inch piece of aluminum tube, or tube I guess is the right word, rectangular tubing. It's 2 inches by 1 inch. It's 1/8 inch wall thickness. Well, that looks a fuzz over that. Yeah, measures at 1/8 inch wall thickness. I'm going to cut it at 36 or at 18 inches. Cut it in half. Now I have already purchased everything I need, I believe, to make this. So I'm starting by just cutting the rectangular tube down to 18 inches. And I'm just going to use a hacksaw. I have a guitar that I'm finishing on the other side of the shop, which actually is not as far away as that might sound. It's actually just on the other corner of this bench. So I don't want to really make a lot of dust or anything. Grab my 3-corner fret file basically so I can file inside as well. I've already done video of testing the I think they're called thermistor heaters, the ceramic heat plates. Already tested the 120 volt ones I got, which I thought were 220 degrees, which I thought would be fine. But it turns out they were 220 degrees Celsius, which was not really explained well on the website. The ones I got now are 100 Celsius, which I think is somewhere, it's 160, maybe a little more than 160 degrees. I'll have to look that up again. I don't know that stuff right off the top of my head. So I'm going to collect all this stuff that I have. I also have another piece of aluminum that's going to have the plate heaters stuck to it and put into this tube. So there's a couple layers, 1/8 inch layers, so 1/4 inch of aluminum on the bottom that's going to heat up as the heat transfer. So I'm going to get everything collected, show you what all I've got to put this system together, and then go ahead and see if we can't get some of it put together. Okay, so these are the little heaters. Like I said, I already did a demo on these. Hopefully all that will be out before you see this. These are 12 volt, and I should have looked that up. I still haven't looked that up yet, but I will clarify that. 12 volt, 100 degree Celsius. I got 6 of these. They weren't expensive. I'm going to basically probably go that route. Do a thing like, now I've seen a couple different styles, a couple different people built these. I was thinking I'd probably get away with 4. I might need 5. So I went ahead and bought, because they come in pairs, went ahead and got 6. Alright, so I also got this piece of 1/8 plate. That's just to stick everything to and slide it into the beam. Went ahead and cut it off camera. I have this stuff here. It's Osgear thermal compound. A couple things of that. We'll look at it. It's the it just helps transfer the heat from the heater to the aluminum. And we got a little spreader in there. 2 spreaders. Anyway, so we're just glue that on there, stick it down. We also got the Permatex RTV. It's good up to 650 degrees, which is way hotter than this is going to get, unless it shorts out. Anyway, I'm going to fiddle with this a bit off camera and see what I come up with. All right, so I decided to space them. Decided to use 4, and they're basically going to be spaced 2.5 inches apart, 2 1/4 from the end, and I think that will get plenty of thermal overlap. I looked up Celsius, 100 Celsius, and it's actually 212. Some of you already knew that. 212 is also boiling, right? So I can't imagine ever wanting it to get hotter than that. Although if I were using this to actually remove a fretboard, I would probably want it to get at least that hot. I don't think I want it to get that hot just to straighten the neck out. So I do have, I bought a power generator, a DC generator converter, whatever you want to call it. And so that's part of what I've been testing, and be sure I can get the temperature range anywhere I want it to be by adjusting the voltage. So I am, all right, so we've got, that's the start and the stop of each little heater. Just said I sanded down here just to be able to get a better transfer. These are nice and clean. I'm not going to worry about sanding them. Am I in the shot here? There we go. I didn't read the directions. I don't think there are any. Just gonna do that. I don't remember seeing, the one guy is Dave from Dave's World of Fun Stuff. And the other guy is, I don't remember what country he was in. He was very good also, and I enjoyed watching his video, and I'll give him, he's the guy that I got the idea of having this thermal paste. And this is actually how he went about doing it. I don't know that I actually saw Dave build one, but he did. Or he had it built, I don't recall. So I am just gluing this in position with the RTV. And I'm going to use the other spreader just to kind of clean that up. I don't want it necessarily up above the height of the unit. purposely trying to keep this below, you know, not going all the way out to the edge here, because I'm going to run tape around this just to hold it in place while this sets up, and I don't necessarily want the tape welded into it. I don't know why I use the word necessary. I don't want the tape stuck in it. This must be, I think this is a new roll of tape. All right. Rinse and repeat. Straight doesn't matter, I'm just that way. All right, folks, that's it for right now, and we'll be back. All right, so it's actually a couple days since the last time on this. So the RTV is plenty dry. I took the tape off of that one so I could get it in the vise. And just gonna peel the tape off of these real quick. Truth in broadcasting and all, that's why I'm doing it with you watching. So you know I really peeled the tape off. Otherwise, it might not be obvious. Of course, I'm being an idiot and sarcastic and all that. The nod to the show the work guys. So anyway, we're gonna have that off. So I am, oops. Mentioned before, I'm gonna wire this in parallel, which basically means that each side, each of these wires will be connected all the way out to the end, all the way to one side of the source, and these will be connected to the other side of the source. That's parallel. Series, and there was a way to do that. Show it here. I'll just use these other two heaters here. So series, if you take a leg off of one heater and to another heater, and then possibly to another heater or to another heater, and then you hook one leg to the power source and the other leg to the power source. So the power doesn't run into each unit individually, it runs through each unit. Now, went ahead and ripped a filler. You'll see this in a minute. A filler for the tube. So this will go in the tube, and then the filler will go over the top to hold everything kind of snug in the tube together. And I'll probably smear a little bit of RTV on in there as well to hold that all, and then lock it in on the ends with some more RTV. I got plenty of RTV. What I don't have plenty of is the conductive grease. So we will be sparing on the conductive grease just to make sure that we get, you know, some good contact. Probably put it primarily under the heaters at each point, just so that helps transfer as well. I may have more in there than I suspect, so whatever. It will all work out. can see what I've done here. What I did was I cut the wire, and I'll show you over on this side is I just cut it with a wire stripper, and then pulled it back, and you have to kind of massage the whole wire as you do that and hold on up here so you're not pulling it out of the unit up here. And then you can just cut back to where you need it, and then we're just going to solder it. Now I forgot to dampen my sponge here. All right, I didn't pre-tin any of this. We're just going to get everything nice and warm, and it'll work its way through all of that. No problem. And somebody is trying to get a hold of me, I guess. I don't know. Okay, so now I have those done. I'll fess up here. I actually started to twist the next pair together down here, but then I realized I needed to have my shrink tubing on there before I got too carried away. I'm not sure this is going to be large enough, but it should be close. No, it wasn't going to be a problem for there, but there we go. Okay, so that's great. So that gets everything. And I'm just going to cut that one in half. Could probably get away with less there as well. All right, I am going to take this out of here for a moment because I want to use a lighter on this, and I'm not going to be able to do that. Alright, I think that's just fine. I'm not sure you can see. Now before I actually try to assemble this thing, I'm probably going to do a little bit of RTV just to hold the wires down beside the heaters so that they don't want to roll up when I'm trying to put the thing together and get in the way and get pinched and shorted out. So a little bit of caution on my part there will probably help. And a couple globs right here. All right, that all turned out rather nicely. So once again, I'll do a little RTV, like I said, and I'll just tape things down so they stay where they're going to be while the RTV dries.